Okay, hi guys. I'm here on my big adventure to go up to San Gorgonio Peak, and so I'm here at the parking lot area. So I'm going to be heading up the Vivian Creek Trailhead. So yeah, there's bathrooms here, and you just kind of have your adventure pass. So here's the map. Not sure if this is actually going to work or not. So you come up the 38 out of like Mentone area, and then you keep following this road, basically Mill Creek, and you go through all this beautiful little place called Forest Falls, and you keep going all the way up to this little spot here. This is where I'm at, and I am going to be then taking this Vivian Creek Trail and following it up. It says like about a half a mile up, pretty steep terrain here. Hoping you can actually see this. And then the Vivian Creek Trail, you follow it. This part here looks like it's fairly level. And you got a bunch of switchbacks to High Creek. That's where I have my permit. You get a permit online. They're pretty easy to get. You just like go online, answer some questions. Who's your emergency contact? And they're like throwing them away. No, they're giving them away. You get your permit. I just saved it on my phone, made sure I have enough battery power pack so I don't run out. Plus I can watch a little Netflix that I pre-downloaded tonight when I set up my tent. It's a full moon tonight, so this is going to take me a little bit of hiking, and it is already, what time is it? Not advisable. It is 4:39 p.m. already, so it's going to be kind of a halfway night hike. When I get to High Creek, and then from there, it's then about 3 miles. This looks like it's pretty much of a killer right there. Then you got some steep terrain 3 miles up to the San Gorgonio mountain summit, which I plan to do first thing in the morning. We'll see. I might just enjoy the evening. It's just a beautiful day for hiking and for camping. And so, yeah. That's whoa. That's how you do it. Bye for now. Okay, I kind of follow this trail up here, and then eventually get to this little sign here that says trail across the way. And then it says warning, Mill Creek could have high floods and flash floods, which is true. I mean, just look at this. This at one point was filled with water just rushing through here. So, and then the trail is on the other side there. I guess it's probably pretty obvious once we get over there. All right, we're on our way. So as you cross this creek bed, you got to kind of look down, see where you're walking, because you know you don't want to sprain your ankle. There's a few little pesky flies. Oh yeah, this is what my silhouette looks like. It's got my stuff, my hat, keep my little brain from roosting in the sun, and I can kind of hear the stream up ahead. I don't know if you can hear it on the video. I'll record it when we get closer. Okay, so this is the end of September, September 27th actually, today, and shout out to my oldest sister, Crystal, whose birthday is today. So here's the stream, so plenty of water. Make sure you bring your filtration so that you can get this water, but it's still kind of snow and runoff coming from the water up on the higher up. It's cold and crisp and beautiful. And it says a wilderness permit required 1 mile ahead, so good thing we downloaded that ahead of time, because there is no cell reception here. Absolutely gorgeous though. Beautiful fall day, plus it's warm, short sleeves, so it'll make it so it's comfortable tonight. So like I anticipated, this first part of the trail, it's kind of hard to see because I'm pointing my phone almost straight down, so straight across, is just basically a killer switchbacks. I'm kind of right at about the hour mark, so I'm carrying my gear, and well, now the trail kind of levels off once you kind of get into this wilderness area. The San Gorgonio, it's like a federal wilderness area. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but this is end of can hear the creek. We're at Vivian Creek, and it is just absolutely gorgeous here. So secluded and quiet. What is today, a Wednesday? And you can hear the creek. I'll get a shot a little bit closer of the creek so you can hear it, but a lot of fresh water, beautiful. I went ahead and sprayed myself with a bunch of bug repellent before I left, so I smell nice and campy and rosy. But it's kind of coming in handy just because I'm kind of batting away a few bugs that didn't get the smell of the DEET before they decided to come close to me. So anyway, yeah, this is me cruising along. Should be getting to Vivian Creek in just a minute. So maybe you can hear the sound of the creek now, but there's like a little bit of waterfall coming through. It's running water. So just kind of leaving the section where the Vivian Creek, I mean, I'll probably follow it for a while according to the map, but just past a couple guys, they left at 1:30 this morning and they summited, so 12 hours. Or at the 11-hour mark, they summited up there. Not sure how long they stayed, but they turned around and came back. They're like totally beat up. And I'm like, well, they're like, do I just have a half an hour left? I said, well, not an hour, but yeah, you're downhill, you're plugging away, you got this. They're like, I just want a cheeseburger. Kind of rather enchanted forest trail. It's not very steep at all. It's very relaxing. You can kind of hear the creek in the background. So I am just had my banana and granola bar, and I am surprisingly wiped out from not having eaten during the day, which, like, duh. But the sun is starting to set, and I'm gonna start losing some daylight here. So my next video might be with my headlamp on. I might sit for a bit, let my eyes get adjusted. It's supposed to be, like I said, a moon. I'm really hoping. Hoping it's right. Okay, bye. Starting to get dark. Can't quite tell because of the lens on this camera, but Vivian Creek is right there. It's gorgeous. This is just an absolutely stunningly beautiful part of the trail that's just so easygoing, so inviting. As I hike along the Vivian Creek here, I'm kind of aware of the fact that it is dusk, and I'm right next to a stream, which means animals would be coming down for drinks of water. So I'm kind of just not wanting to startle anything and being aware of that reality, especially a bear, mountain lion, those two things, evening time. Like, I'm 230 pounds, so I'd make a great meal, but I'm also 230 pounds of fighting, so just being alert, looking around and aware. So just enjoying the reality of being eaten. I mean, the potential of that reality. Okay, so beautiful out, just pretty winded. Okay, it's getting pretty dark, but you know, blessed with good eyes, I can see where I'm going. Might as well just keep plugging through. Just making sure I'm not brushing up against any poison oak or anything serious. Making sure my feet find good spots. But yeah, Vivian Trail at its finest, plugging away. It's about 7 o'clock-ish, and just looking for the camp that's like midway, halfway point. So should be coming up in the next 30 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty dark. This is a stream you actually cross to follow the trail. I had to look on my all trails map at nighttime to make sure, but it's kind of a creepy little trail at night. Woohoo! Okay, here's my tent. It's all set up with a little lantern, has a pillow, has my sleeping bag, which keeps me warm, my little inflatable mattress. So I decided to go ahead and kind of show you where we're doing here a little bit closer. Oh boy, focus. Okay, so we started here at Vivian Falls with that, and then we crossed over. That's that little stream thing. Then we went up that crazy back and forth that was like pretty steep. Then we got to beautiful Vivian Creek. Then we just kind of like walked along this area here climbing, but then I decided, because of dark and a few other things, to go ahead and camp here at halfway. So that's where I'm at. I'll see tomorrow. I might head out in the morning. There's moonlight, go to High Creek, and then go all the way up to the summit here. Or I might I have work tomorrow too. Yikes. Might just go back and just kind of chill. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. My little camp setup here. It's kind of hard to see in the dark somewhat. My bag, and then I kind of heat up my water on this little propane tank, mini propane tank, and a little thing on top that's like super small. You can see that compared to my finger. It's like pretty small. And then you heat up water, and then you just dump it in this like adventure meal. It's like already pre-made lasagna with meat sauce. You just stir it, give it 5 minutes, stir it again, wait another 5 minutes or so, and that's my little campsite. Well, good morning. That's the full moon. It's hard to see, but it's super bright. And I just got up, and really your eyes would have to be adjusted to the dark here. There's the trail. There's my shoes. So I'll come back and show you a video when you can see more. But it's 5 a.m. and had a good sleep, and super refreshed. Was a little bit cold at times, and just kind of adjusted myself, put my mummy bag on, and rolled back over. And so now I'm gonna try to keep plugging away here. Beautiful stars out. Now you can't see anything, but just saw the freaky eyes of a bobcat. Good morning again. It's a beautiful day. The sun is beginning to show some light, and I'm a little bit away from that High Creek campground. Kind of the last place to refill your water if you brought all your filtration devices, which I did. So I'm going to kind of do that for the final push up. So this water at High Creek, even at the end of the rainy season here, end of September, is still coming down pretty heavily. Might be because we had a few more rains than normal, but my understanding, this thing runs all year round. So that that little waterfall right up there is a perfect spot to kind of fill up your filtration devices. It's pretty clear at this high elevation, but still it's good, like mandatory. It's really good to go ahead and kind of clean it out, your water. So the trail continues on here, and this is kind of a pretty steep incline. So high camp is at 9,200 feet, and the actual elevation we're trying to summit, Mount San Gorgonio, is at 11,499 or 11,500. So we got a little bit of a couple thousand feet elevation in front of us to summit from this point further. Pretty fun, right? So just on the other side of High Creek, we saw like all those switchbacks on the map. That kind of reminds me of like those switchbacks at the very beginning. And whenever you see a bunch of switchbacks, it means you're kind of going up some steep terrain. So this is like another wall. So this is like, I don't know if you can kind of see it. I don't know if the camera does it justice, the angle that we're kind of going up here. But we've got this hill that we've got to, maybe that's the angle there. So we've got to start going back and forth on these switchbacks, and I'm just gonna call it an hour of grueling hiking, but you know, one step in front of the other. My approach, and there's probably other approaches, is to kind of keep going, but just take smaller steps. And then just allow your body to kind of catch up, like your heart rate and stuff, to kind of stasis so that you can kind of keep moving forward. So, and I'm telling you all this as I'm stopped. Okay, so my hair is all flat from having my beanie cap on all morning, but I am at the 10,000 foot mark. So this is the height, approximate height of Mount Baldy, or Mount San Antonio. And across the way there you can see Mount San Jacinto, 10,800 something feet. And so in front of me, I'll show you a little bit, is the 1,500 feet final ascent up to the top here. And so this is where I'm at. Have a granola bar, relax for 5-10 minutes, but not let my muscles get all tightened up. So the sun is out, and this is probably one of the hardest parts on the trail. It's just kind of a straight up switchback where you just kind of trudge. There's no trees. It's not particularly beautiful. We're kind of getting a lot of rocks, and you just kind of one foot in front of the other, kind of like tap into your inner robot. Just kind of like trudges forward. And but I think once you get to the top of this part here, it's pretty level heading over to the peak. So just pretend like you're at the gym, you know, but no membership fees. Okay, here I am, just taking a break. Got my little hat on that keeps the sun out. I'm enjoying this bush because around me we're kind of like starting to like just have bushes. We're like too high up in the air for trees. So anyway, just had a granola bar, and then realizing that I am wiped out. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just taking a break. Figured, hey, you can just take your time, get up there. I was able to get cell reception here for a short time, so I was able to call in and get off work. So I'm just like chilling for today. The thing I have to think about though is on the way back. So once I get to the top, it's about a 9-10 mile walk downhill. So spending the afternoon walking downhill will be fun. And maybe I can see more things that I didn't see on the way up. Okay, so I'm looking towards the east now. So that would be like straight ahead would be like Palm Springs. Maybe even Indio, way far that direction. And then you have all that desert area. And then when you kind of start swinging around this way, maybe I should switch to a different rock. Over there you see Big Bear Lake, so that's kind of looking towards the north. And over the other side of Big Bear Lake, you'd have like your Lancaster, your high desert, Antelope Valley, all those areas. So we're well above Big Bear Lake. There's that patch of snow on the ground again. Then, which is crazy because this is end of September. Then we have Mount Baldy over there, and it looks like, you know, kind of like this rolling fog that's coming in. It was clear this morning, but it looks like it's coming in from the coast, so there's some weather that's coming in that direction. Kind of hidden behind this little knoll in front of us to the left is Diamond Valley Lake, so near Hemet. And then we have all of Banning and Beaumont kind of all happening all over here. Actually, you know what? That's Diamond Valley Lake straight ahead there. That lake, not sure actually. And then we have all this down in here and the 10 freeway. So there we have it. And there's that little guy. So here I am heading down the hill, and it's a lot easier, making a lot better timing going down than going up, which is pretty normal. Spectacular views. They do say that 80% of hiking accidents happen on the way down. I think maybe your legs get tired, or you're not paying attention, or you take too big of strides and it slips out. So it's just a reminder to be more alert, keep your brain sharp, pick your feet up. So just enjoying the day. Wow. Here I am along the creek. Kind of hear it or see it behind me. So I packed up all my tent and sleeping bag, had a little bit of lunch, kind of laid down for a little bit, was just kind of resting, enjoying the birds and the peaceful and the shade. And then I put everything away, and I'm on my way back to the Vivian Creek camp. So I'm going from the middle camp to the Vivian Creek camp. It's about 1 mile and 1.6, not too bad. And then from there, it's another mile or so back to 1.5 miles back to the parking lot. So just a leisurely afternoon stroll.